And the Bible says, can two walk together unless they have agreed? So I was just about to start my skincare, and a revelation I got in the course of this week, in the course of the last week that just ended, popped up in my mind, and I was like, oh my God, this is something I should share. So we were having a conversation with my friends. For context, one of those girls in this generation, one of those very few girls in this generation that still believe in kingdom marriages, still believe in marrying once and marrying right, who is very big on praying for my marital destiny and praying that I get it right. So we were having a conversation with a friend of mine over the weekend, and we were talking about how comes, or like, things that contribute to marriages failing and etc. And we were talking, we got to the point where everyone was mentioning what they want in their potential partner. And out of nowhere, she mentioned, but he has to be like, I don't have a problem if his now looks bad, but he has to be futuristic. I was like, yeah, that makes so much sense. I'd want a man who anajituma. I'd want a man who goes the extra mile. I'd want a man who doesn't just settle with comfort, like wants more for himself. But while I was talking, I received a revelation, and I got my bearing from the book of Amos chapter 3 verse 3, which says, can two work together unless they have agreed? And futuristic is good, but there are levels in futuristic. And sometimes the differences in those levels is what in the long run makes marriages crumble. It's what in the long run makes marriages not stand the test of time and the test of every other thing that wants to test that marriage. For instance, his futuristic could be, I want us to live in the high-end areas of the country, e.g. Kilimani. I want us to drive 3 cars. We have 3 German machines. The kids are attending international schools. We are dressing in all the pretty glittery stuff you can find in the country. While my futuristic could be, I want to dominate the East African market in regards to the business or the career I'm pursuing. I want my kids to go study abroad. I want our family to be based abroad. I want us to have properties in Africa and establishments in Africa, but settle abroad. Now you see, those 2 dreams are futuristic, but they're on different levels. And the problem comes in when, in most cases, when the futuristic level of the man is lower than the woman, right? You find the woman being subjected to his level of futuristic. And that comes with a feeling of incompleteness, a feeling of being caged, a feeling of being, restricted. Whereas, in the other case, when a man's futuristic level is higher than the woman's, whenever he goes to interact with the people who are on his futuristic level and comes back home, he just sees some tiny little girl, the level of futuristic really, really, really plays a big role in the submission dynamic. And I shared it with my friend, and we were like, oh my God, I've never seen it from that perspective. Because it's not wrong to be futuristic, but what level of futuristic are you on? Are we on the same page? Are we really on the same page? Before you settle for, he thinks ahead. How ahead is he thinking? Is it your type of ahead? Are your goals aligning? Can you